Hello, and a very warm welcome to Dodger's Trips. I'm Dodger, and today I'm in the Moor area of Bradford, and I'm coming to visit a bit of an oddity. And no, it's not me, or as well as me. Now, I came here, back in about November, bright sunny day, did loads of filming and went to look back at the footage, and Dopey here had forgot to switch the microphone on. So lots of nice shots but no sound. So I'm back out here today, this February. It's the first nice day we've had for a while, but even so, snow's forecast or sleet's forecast for tomorrow. So while it's fine, I thought I'll get out. And this oddity, this is what I've come to see. School Fold. Now, the reason it's slightly odd in its own right, it's a street with no road and no houses. The houses haven't been here for years, haven't been lived in for years. So I'm on Abscott Lane, there's the mini roundabout that meets Common Road. So we're going to walk down and just see what does remain of the houses that used to be on this land. There's an author named Richard Poole, and he used to live in Moor. In fact, he used to live at one of the cottages just about 100 yards down the road, Mineral Cottage. And he used to have a friend who lived in one of these houses here in School Fold. Richard recently wrote his memoirs of growing up in Moor. I think it's called Moor Lad. And he remembers that these properties didn't have an outside toilet, which is not peculiar in its own right in those days, but that was his main remembrance of these houses, that there was outside toilet, and they used the Telegraph and Argus newspaper as toilet roll, which when you wipe your bum it left all the print marks on your skin. Now there's a little bit of I wouldn't say it's a bridge, but the footpath leads over a small brook, and as we'll see, that brook comes from the Royds Hall Dam, and it makes its way under here down to the next property. I'm not sure if it was part of what fed into the cooling pond at the Moor Iron Works, because I know that they own the dam and used it in their sort of smelting process. So let's go through like the little entrance. I mean, there is a remains of a gate here. Gate post, obviously nature has taken over. Now, when I've looked at the old maps from 1905, you'll see that there seem to be about 4 properties. Very small properties, just cottages. But let's go in this front entrance. Now, whether this was just a garden area, maybe it was a communal walkthrough to reach the other properties, and we'll just have a look and see what foundations they're still here from the property. There you can hear the sound of the brook there. So we've got some sort of stone down here, and that is obviously a planted fence separating properties. I suggest there's another line of trees here, so maybe, I don't know, was that just their patch of garden? Similarly here, stretch of trees, and then I don't know if that's another sort of border. It appears to be. But there we've got an exterior wall, and there's been something attached because there's 2 metal brackets there still in place next to this window. You can see there's been something else attached here as well in its time, maybe some sort of outdoor shelf. Fascinating. So we'll continue on, moving in the same direction. Again, the exterior wall, that looks like maybe a lounge window then, because it's got like the dividers, 3 panes of glass, and again it's got that a metal bracket, similar metal bracket, so it's above the window. So am I standing inside the property or outside? Because we've got the foundations here, and there's the very edge, the corner, and again metal bracket in place. If anybody knows what that metal bracket was for, on the maybe it was the inside wall, maybe it was shelving inside the house. But if you know, please let me know in the comments. So here we are, coming right down to the very edge. And there's an old plastic chair. Another plastic chair, I don't suppose they're from the properties itself. It'd be interesting if anybody knows when these houses were demolished. I mean, nature, as I say, is gradually taking over. In fact, it's taken over to quite a degree. There's a lot of broken glass on the ground here. There's a bit of a trodden path here. So an old shed. So this means then that this was the rear of the house, and behind you can just see there's like a dividing wall there between the properties. So somebody's been camping here. Looks like they've been living in the shed. That's now abandoned as well as the houses. We'll make our way through this undergrowth. Could have done with a machete or something. Whoa. Now I'm coming across a load of brambles. So let me just tread them down a sec. The Adventures of Dodge. Whoa, made it. Oh, I don't know how much I saw of that. But here we are, look. And there, the remains of the roof timbers as well. So yeah, if you know anybody who lived in here, have any stories about these properties, if you can describe them to me in the comments, that would be great. And I'm sure other people would love to read it as well. So here I'm either at the back or the front of the properties. The entire wall seems to be still standing, still in place. Here that looks like it's been an entranceway at once upon a time. Maybe that was the outside toilet for one of the houses. A lot of stonework there, that's where it's also. And you can see the other side through there, hopefully, where I saw that single window. You can see the back of that wall. So, yeah, so yeah, the entire length of the property seems to be in place here, the boundary. So if there was 4 properties, they were very small. Maybe they're just one bedroom or 2 at the most. And again, a bit of divider, maybe that was where the toilet was, or in this corner. All very interesting, but I'd love to know more. So please, as I say, if you do know anybody who lived in here, or if you have any remembrances of seeing the properties when they were, you know, still standing, if you remember what they looked like, that would be great. if you could tell us about it, I'd love to hear from you. Or if you ever visited, did you ever visit one of these properties, go inside? That would be really special to get some kind of memory. When you think of empty buildings like this, well, it's not even a building anymore, it's just the exterior brickwork, isn't it? You think of all the Christmases and the birthdays down the many years that were celebrated here. Say the map that I use a lot is the 1905 map, and the properties were in place then, and even at that point they were in isolation. There was no other properties around them, so there's been no other demolition. I'm sure that these won't stay in place for very long. I mean, it does edge onto farmland, but how long before housing encroaches, you know, onto this space? We've got Royds Hall Dam there, leading up the hillside to Royds Hall Manor House. So maybe it's a good time to come in winter, because I'm sure that would be impenetrable in summer with all the bramble bushes. But there we are. We'll leave it there. I hope you've enjoyed that little look around. I mean, it was only a little look around because there's not a lot to look at, and it's a short video because it's so very few houses. But maybe you know of another street that actually has no road, and it never did have a road, and no houses standing, yet the street sign is still in place. So it's still a commissioned street. Now, at what point do the council take that sign away? I don't know. But yeah, just a little snippet of life, of housing in the Moor area, or I suppose of Bradford back in the day. So thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate you taking the time to watch these videos, and thank you for supporting the channel as you do. So until the next trip, Dodgering out.